Joining me now is Ahmed, political campaign strategist, who, get this, worked on Rishi Sunak's first Tory leadership campaign. I won't dwell on that one too much, but or the fact that he seems to be doing rather well now. However, people are actually saying that he seems to have got this right. You know Rishi Sunak as a strategist, as a man, as a political chess grandmaster. Was this a shock to you that he's managed to, in the views of a lot of our viewers, knock this cabinet out of the park?
Thank you, Patrick. Look, Rishi is somebody who understands how to have the best people around him. Even in his own campaign, he, worked relentlessly hard to get the message out. So I do believe that the appointments he's making is really it's not just about, it is about the country, but it's also about the party as well. So we want to make sure that we are a united party that is taking on the challenges that we face at hand. So absolutely, and I believe in Rishi, and I certainly do believe that he's making all the right calls at the moment.
Does he really, really, truly believe in the Rwanda deal, in strong borders, in cutting down on illegal immigration, or has he just put Suella Braverman in post there to appease the right of the Tory Party?
If you look at Rishi's 10-point plan in the campaign that he pointed out initially, he did talk about cutting the migration, and also just talked about strong borders. So that is, of course, quite an important topic for Rishi. And I think having Suella in there, and not just some of the stuff that is quite important for us as a country, but I think having strong borders is quite a priority for Rishi, of course, up there with the economy and others at the moment. So I do believe, Rishi is making right choices at the moment, and Suella certainly would be the one who's actually looking at his vision and her own vision put together.
Well, we kind of know what her vision is because she rather helpfully told it to us when she was Home Secretary last time, a few weeks ago, at Conservative Party conference. And that went down rather well. So if she can crack on with that, and she does have a Prime Minister who genuinely believes in getting control of immigration, both legal and illegal, then that could be a good move. Does Rishi Sunak want to get us out the ECHR? Because we keep hearing that he does, but until he does, we can't crack on with the Rwanda plan.
I'm afraid I'm not able to comment on that at the moment. I think that is for this government to decide.
You must have mentioned it to you. You're his strategist.
Well, I was initially I was on his campaign, but I was not on the talking about ECHR and others, because what was important for us to really unite the party and actually getting the message out that we want to have a strong grip of our economy and getting control of our inflation right now, which is incredibly high, though, and I'm sure Rishi has a lot on his in tray at the moment, but certainly I'm pretty sure those decisions, as they come, they will be made by the Prime Minister.
If you were his strategist now, would you be telling him absolutely under no circumstances go to a general election for another couple of years?
Well, we have to look at where we are today, Patrick, and I think where we are, we're not in a position for any general election. Right now, it's about really rebuilding that trust within the country through the Tory Party right now. We have to look at where we are in the polls. I mean, Labour is about 30 points ahead, even though, we gained 2 points today with Rishi, and it is only looking hopeful onwards and upwards. But the general election right now would probably not be ideal for the Conservative Party because they have a lot to rebuild, and Rishi is really determined to make sure that he rebuilds that. So I do hope, general elections doesn't come quite imminent.
Hass, I want you to be really brutally honest with me here, even if it might be a little bit difficult for you personally. You were, of course, his political campaign strategist when he launched his first Tory leadership campaign. What did he get wrong then, or perhaps you get wrong then? There's no shame in admitting that. And what is going to be different now? Because it needs to be different now, doesn't it?
Patrick, let me be quite clear. I worked on political campaigns, but I was by means his political campaign strategist. He had a really brilliant team around him, and I'm sure they're still around him today. But we didn't get anything wrong. As a matter of fact, as you probably saw, as Rishi said, mistakes had been made, and it is now time to correct those mistakes. But those were mistakes by the previous administration. And of course, what Rishi predicted in his earlier campaign came out to be true, especially about the markets and everything that he talked about in his campaign, what would it do to mortgage rates. So Rishi is now determined to make sure that we rectify that and really earn that trust from the public.
Hass, thank you very much. Ahmed, a political campaign strategist, who worked on Rishi Sunak's first Tory leadership campaign.